Well, I hit a wrong button and my broadcast was interrupted. And then I attempted to hit stream again, and I didn't realize that webcam is different than stream. I have a Chromebook, so if you stream, you have to connect to some software and download some other shit I know nothing about. So I was lost. But now I'm found, and I understand the difference between webcam and stream, kind of. I don't feel here anymore. Oh God. Pardon me. Well, I'm live on YouTube. See, someone does care. I really. Does anyone out there know hair? No. The only person I trust to fix this is Tom Pittman. Sorry to throw your name out there, Tom. I mean, not that he cares. He had an excellent salon out here in Sierra Vista called Alpha Omega. Wonderful hairstylist, like the best that I know. Oh yeah, my dad was a hairstylist. My dad was a cosmetologist. He went to DeVoe College of Beauty, where I went, but he graduated. I didn't. Oh shit. But Tom Pittman, it's a family friend. He's like the best hairstylist I know. Yes. The best cosmetologist in existence, if you ask me. Of course, I'm sure there's like people with fabulous reputations all over the world, but I don't know them and they've never cut my hair, so I can't vouch for them. He's cut my hair several times, so I can vouch for him. I mean, not this. He didn't do this. Trust me. He didn't do this. I wouldn't do that to him. He didn't do this. But he does great work. Anybody who remembers Alpha Omega in Sierra Vista? Tom Pittman and his beautiful wife, Helen. They're amazeballs. I miss them a lot. They used to come to our house and we used to make ice cream. Good old-fashioned ice cream. Oh, yeah. And they gave me Lambert the Sheepish Lion bubbles once for my birthday. I think I was like 6 years old. Oh, yeah. I remember. Lambert the Sheepish Lion bubble bath. Lambert the Sheepish Lion was one of my childhood favorites, mainly because people used to tease me. His name was Amber. And the lion's name was Lambert. So, that explains that. Needless to say, I think I'm going to go find something productive to do. Maybe I'll come back with a video that actually has some substance to it. I don't know, maybe I'll research the issue I had last night again and post yet another video about corporal punishment and child abuse. I did say something in my video last night that was probably very upsetting to a lot of people. I did state, and I'm going to repeat it again, that my son was emotionally neglected. Now, many will say, Amber, that's your fault that he ever ended up there to begin with. I can agree to some degree. But I was in a position that made me not as able to perform my duties as a mother as I should have been, because I did not have an effective support system, and everybody involved did their best to ensure that it remained so. So that being said, I was not able, but willing. I was willing to take my son home. He was supposed to come home with me, and like a week before the home visit from CPS, I was unable to proceed because I was kicked out of the place I was living. I don't know why CPS had any right to even insist on a home visit. If I'm a child's mother, I'm a child's mother, and he should be returned to me if his father's not available. They don't really have a friggin' right to invade people's privacy and do home visits and ensure that you're a safe place for your child to go. You really have no choice unless you have any reason otherwise. Like, do I have some kind of crazy, am I under, like, in the middle of some kind of crazy investigation, deciding if I, like, murdered someone or some shit? Well, I mean, obviously, there was no indications of any issues. They just wanted to be nosy and investigate my home before they placed my son there. Oh, well, somehow they feel like they're liable if they place. No, you're following the constitutional and state laws. Needless to say, I spoke to my son's therapist, and she stated that she believed the best place for him to be was with my mother. And so that made it easier for me to accept that I didn't have a place for him to be with me at that point. And that was the only suggestion I could give. And I'm sorry for that. I don't believe it was the right decision to make. I do believe my son was emotionally neglected, just like my daughter and I are being emotionally neglected. Now, granted, people will say, you're not your mother's responsibility. You're 40 years old. Your child is your responsibility. Your mother did you the courtesy of raising your children, yada, 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 yada. Well, if you ask my mother, she'll tell you, don't thank us. We just did what we were told to do. That's what she told me when I said thank you. And then she proceeded to tell me years later, well, not years later, but just recently, that I never said thank you. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. I think that's enough about that. I don't want to trigger anything else. I'm going to go do a little research or something, find myself something productive to do. Thank you for watching.